Good day and welcome to a running video of run session. This is a follow-up to the previous video of the train set that I just made that I completed the Atlas Yardmaster. A horse in the way there. I made those little wire stands for my temporary displays instead of running the wires under the track and pulling my hair out with derailments. So I went over. So this is just a fun run session. I thought it'd be a great idea. This is such a neat set. I wanted to have some fun running it for about an hour before I took it apart and got it in a box for shipping for whoever buys it. And I always get them all ready to go. They go right out the door as soon as they sell. Mostly on eBay. Some of it's local. Facebook, Craigslist. But the Yardmaster set is neat. The trunk line has two independent lines where you just run, but the Yardmaster has that back three pieces of curve that incorporates a common track for the two main lines. You get to have fun making sure they don't collide. You gotta share the track, you know. And it's real easy to do when each one has to pass over that point, like I'll show you in a minute. You just throw the two remote switches in that track block up or down. It's really simple, and it's fun because you got to time it. Having my morning coffee here. It's morning here. Very early. Well, 4:15. I'm going to run it up on the 8 now. And then we're going to do some switching down here in the freight yard. Hook up the freight just for fun too. Before we get them both running together. Going to come through the tunnel now. It's so easy to make a big complex tunnel with the framework and whatever you use, plaster of Paris or whatever your material is. Make a custom tunnel, paint it your colors, green, brown, or white for snow. Tunnel portals, readily available. I'm running the train kind of realistic here. I also like the Yardmaster feature where if you see where it comes off of the crossing this way, it's got this little jog, it's got a third curve and comes this way. It's interesting. Geometric's okay too, but I always like to say there's nothing wrong with the good old oval, but so better get some switching going. Get beyond the yard limit here, right? Yard limit. I'm gonna be out that way a little. They get in the yard. Throwing my switches here. Track blocks, man. It's gonna couple both lines of cars here. That AHM Corky's engine is pretty tough, or quick off the line. If it's jumping, I'm barely hitting the throttle. But you get a long train on it, it's a little smoother. It's kind of a quick takeoff. Startup. And I head out there, wait for the line to clear. You always see a train in motion whenever you see a real train. So you figure it just runs, but there's plenty of times it's got to stop at a track block with a block signal, red or yellow, or caution, really a red. And they have to wait for the light to block signal to turn green, and then go again. The crew, engineer, doesn't just run. Sometimes you got to wait for on a passing siding for a freight or something to come by the other way, and then you can go use the main line. So now our object is to get the passenger on the outer. I just like doing that, and I said I'm gonna get Corky's or the freight. It's a Corky's engine, if you wonder why I said Corky's Carnival. It's a neat little thing. We're going to swap them on the passing siding here, down in front by the camera. I'm going to get the freight on a figure 8. See how I did this. I try to get the freight on this inside one. I think I got it. Let's see here. Otherwise, it just takes a little practice. There's that accomplished. We got everything right here. No, I didn't. Oh, no, we're okay. I didn't throw that back switch. They all non-derailed. H.O. Well, we got away with one. I was almost reaching back there to fix a derailment. We'll take it. So, now we're going to bring the passenger train up here. Got to set everything for that. That one's open. Close there. And then the blocks. 7, 6, 1, and 2. The freight's on 3, so we leave that where it is. Now this should come around here and up on the siding. All right. Didn't miss any. Now the freight's going up on a figure 8. Got all the remotes. Take a drink of coffee here quick. Beats TV. Shut that off. Go for a walk. Ride your bike. RC planes are neat too. Model trains, RC planes, building plastic models, restoring cars, car restoration. Watch TV when you should. You should live your life. Seven. Trying to remember here. I'm thinking things at the same time. model trains again. Oh, I forgot to switch when we're switching. Sorry. Didn't quite have to go to a commercial. All right. This is what we're working toward. We got the freight on the figure 8. Now we can run the passenger on the outer and time them so they pass safely at the shared track. Get the passenger train blocked ready. Locked ready, it should be. Don't forget the other gauges of model trains. And O gauge, everything. Oop. I'm gonna double check that switch. I didn't have it, no. There, alright. Saved the derailment. But there's G. G can be indoor, not just garden. And Z is tiny. It's even smaller than N. I forgot American Flyer S gauge. Very nice. These are 40-inch radius curves, except for Pike Master, which I think is close to 36. Still S gauge. They make Pike Master track too. This is a vintage Tyco pipe loader with a pipe car here. I'm gonna go this time. I'm going to try to time them so we can just keep them going. You can elevate certain sections of track too slightly. You don't have to go all the way up with trestles. Getting her here. Be close. I don't want to look dangerous, like not regarding like actual railroad safety. We might have it here. Vary the speed on each one, you know. See the lighted bumpers there. If your bumpers aren't lighted, just stick a grain of wheat bulb in it. You can use whatever color. Those are amber. But you can use red or whatever. Except clear. Clear to... Whoa. Wasn't watching. I'm recording here. Somebody came downstairs here. So you just solder the two ends of the grain of wheat bulb to the bumper end. Now I'm out of sync. But that's realism too. Speed up the passenger train there a little. It almost touched. That's too close. Missed it again. That was too close. Sorry again. Well, that was a blast, but I think I'll park them. For fun, I'm going to bring the freight back around here. Woohoo! That's it. Through all the switches safely here. And like I said, you can put the button right in the middle where no train will run it. You want to both of these side tracks are isolated on a track button here, a selector. So if it was a longer train even, or just an engine, you could back something on it and turn the switch here and it'll just stay there and you can run something else with your power pack. Here's the power pack I'm using. And you have to be careful, like I said on the set video that I made, that not every twin power pack is made to run where the main lines will interchange, or they call it common rail. Some of them won't work right if you try to do what I did with this. This Tech 2 will work for that. The box will usually say it. And if it is or isn't equipped for common rail. I forgot what that last brand was I had. It was a twin power, possibly an early MRC that didn't do it. If you try to hook it up with common rail, you run the second train, and you go to hit the direction button, nothing happens. And you throw it back that way, and it does, and you're trying to figure out what's going on. It's because it can't do it. Also, another symptom of that is if you have nothing with that direction, but you throw your other throttle that way, or the opposite way, and then it runs, then that too is a dead sign that your power pack won't do that. I wish that was on more forums. Don't see that question a lot. Model train forums. As always, unplug when not in use. It's supposed to work right. When it doesn't, you don't want to leave it unattended. Any power pack of any gauge can go bad and heat up on you. That's why the instructions with the set always say unplug when not in use. That's true with toasters or anything. It don't matter what. So, well, there's the set. One last look at it. I'm going to take it down today and get it in a box. And when I have time, I'll make another one of any gauge. I'm not sure what set I'm going to do next. Sometimes I just make ovals too. I try to post a variety of things on my store, my website not website, but my eBay store. So, okay, that's it. And have a good day, and thank you for watching.